Welcome back, everyone. You're locked in the Fever FM. It's Imrano Show featuring the Go Higher trainees. And now we have our second guest with us live on Zoom. He's all the way from London. He's been on the show a few times before, but now it's a special time. He's released his brand new album. It's called Spare Me. We've been playing a lot of his songs throughout the couple of weeks or throughout the months. And now we're going to speak to him himself. He goes by the name of Homebased. Welcome to the show, Homebased. How are you doing today?
I'm doing very well. Thank you, Imrano. It feels like home now. Fever FM is home for me now, isn't it?
Oh, yeah, it is.
Thanks for having me here, man.
Oh, you're welcome.
Yeah.
How are you feeling? Like, you released your brand new album yesterday. It's your first album. You got into the game not so long ago, and a lot of people nowadays release singles and singles and singles for many, many, many years. But you came in single, and boom, album.
Absolutely. The feedback has been really great for me. I mean, I'm actually feeling over the moon right now. I mean, the good thing about it is embarking on a project and obviously seeing that project through to the end is one fantastic thing for me, you know, and it just goes to show that whatever you put your mind to, you can achieve it. And the feedback that I've received so far from people has been incredible. You know, people really love the song. People are really enjoying it. And it's just great, man. It's a great feeling. Yeah.
That is good to hear. And like I always mention to you, like I always say to you, that the production on your music is like, it's because you are an independent artist. And
absolutely,
the production that you are delivering is like people who've got like a lot of money behind them, like mainstream artists. You've got, you know, that's the kind of production that you're delivering. Now tell us a little bit about that. Like what producer are you working with now? How are you getting this pure crystal sound? Like, I know it must be costing money at the same time because
absolutely,
you want the best, it's going to cost the best, but obviously, and your incredible voice also. And you've been, I remember last time I saw you were in London, you were showing me all your vocal skills that you're doing. You're and all that kind of stuff. And you know, oh yeah, it's all paid off. It's all paid off. So tell us a bit about that.
Yeah, so in terms of production, obviously there's still a long way to go. There's always room for improvement. But obviously from where I started from, you can definitely see the progression. I've worked with some great producers over the past 12 months. I worked with Vic Tizzle of Vic's Mix Studio and also Jermaine of Jermaine Beats. These two guys are incredible guys, and they really pushed me to actually achieve more with my music. Obviously, like you rightly said, I knew I needed to do some work on my vocals, so I had to buy some training vocal kit online.
Yeah.
And my wife doesn't like it anyway. She's like, "Can you go out in the garden and do that? Because you're making noise." You can imagine the man just going, la 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 la. You know, so but I had to do what I had to do to sort of improve myself and just get myself get the quality up in terms of vocals and also production wise. I've got a home studio as well, which makes everything even much more easier now. And obviously, the producers send the beats. We send back. I do my recording at home, and they send back the stems to them. They do all the good stuff. But I'm really happy with the production of the album. Spur Me On. It's incredible. I like the arrangements of how the songs come from track 1 to track 7, and obviously the interlude with my 4-year-old as well is also a fun factor of the EP as well. So yeah, I mean, there's always room for improvement, but I'm really pleased with the quality of this piece of work, definitely.
Another thing I'm going to ask you is your songs, your hooks are very, very catchy. Like every time you send me a song, say this is my new song, I listen to it once, and then out of the blue, the next day I'm just singing it, and I'm thinking, what am I singing? What am I singing? I think, oh, it's Homebased.
It's Homebased.
Yeah, so you like nearly every single song that you have released, which I'm sure it's about 5 at least. Every single one
6
of them, have like, it's very, very catchy. Like, how do you come up with your catchy hooks?
I think it's again, it's down to inspiration. A lot of my songs actually are written on guitar, so I write my songs from the guitar. So I think I just put everything down to inspiration. And most of the time, when I write song, the hooks come first before actually writing the body of a song.
Yeah, yeah.
A lot of people, when they write songs, they actually start from the beginning and they write the song and they write the hooks. But most of my songs, when I write them, they actually start with the hooks. And most of it, that's why the hooks are quite catchy. But obviously, I never knew that they will be this catchy, but I just pick my guitar up and just, play something. And I feel like, oh. And I asked my wife, I'm like, darling, what do you think about that? She's like, oh, that's quite good. And once she signs it off, then I just like, actually, it's good.
Oh, I see.
She's very critical of my music as well. So if it's not good, she'd be like, no, park it. That's not working. So so when she says, anytime she tells me, oh, that's not bad, it kind of spurs me on basically to sort of proceed and progress with it.
That makes sense. Why every single song is a good song. She's got good taste then.
She's got good taste.
Right then, I'm gonna let you now speak to my Go Higher trainees. Trainee number 1 who spoke to you before, but like you didn't see each other before because it wasn't on Zoom. So this is Zero.
Hi, how are you?
Hi Zero, how are you? How you doing? Compliments of the season. Hope you're having a great prep to Christmas.
Yeah, I am. So my question for you is, so you obviously have your own family now and you're putting this music out. How did you balance family life as well as doing this music? Because it's very vivid on your Instagram. You spend a lot of time with your family, of course, you would.
Of course,
and, for a lot of people, obviously due to the pandemic, inside, they're with their families and it's a different experience because now their kids are at home and they still have to work and they're having so much trouble balancing this out. So how have you been balancing it out? Because it's not something easy to have to do your work while there's a little child running around. I found it terrible when my cousin was here, just being in private school. I can't imagine how you guys are feeling.
Yeah, of course, yeah. I mean, yeah, that's a great question, Zero. I think, well, it's not easy, I must say. Obviously, like you rightly pointed out, it's not easy combining, obviously, your talent, your creativity, work, and also family life. But I think I've got to give kudos to my beautiful wife, actually, because I think the number one thing is having a structure is very important within the family setting. Everyone's got to understand their role within the family and everybody knows what they're doing in terms of husband, daddy, wife, mommy, and the kids. Mm-hmm. And once you understand the structure and you sort of work within that structure, then it sort of makes life easier. And obviously, I'm blessed with a lot of kids that they're not too troublesome. So they're easy to manage. And I think the key thing is, I think, a structure for us. So we know when we wake up, this is what we do. And obviously, I need to sort of log into work, do my meetings. Whilst my wife is doing her meeting, I'm looking after the kids. Whilst I'm doing my meeting, she's looking after the kids. And I know on Wednesday, they have to go to the play dates. That's going to be a bit of time. And obviously, I do a bit of football with my kids regarding. So we sort of I think it's all about structure. And I sort of just walk around it as well, just to make sure that no one is overloaded with responsibility. So I think it's more about structure, communication, and the passion to just, carry on and do whatever you have to do, regardless of whatever my impact, what you need to achieve. So I think for me is more that family understanding between myself and my wife to just know what we need to do at each time and just get that balance, because it's understanding that balance. And once you have that balance, you can achieve whatever you need to achieve. So that's the secret for us, basically, as a family.
So awesome. But do you think, obviously your kids are little at the moment, but when they become a little older, do you think they'll be listening to your music? Do you think they'll be able to relate to what you're singing? Because a lot of your music is very relatable. People can listen to that and they can feel themselves in their situations. So do you think your kids will ever be able to listen to your music? And they'll hear their daddy, so they'll be like, oh, it's daddy. But do you think they'll be able to?
No, of course. Yeah, absolutely, Mike. I've got a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, and they are my number one fan. They know all my songs word for word, even now. Because basically, when I'm recording at home, they're all there. They listen to when I'm writing and playing the guitar, they're all there. So they can all, in fact, the first 4 tracks in my EP, they can sing it word for word. So they're my.
I think we're just gonna mute.
Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry. Sorry, a call just came in. Yeah. So my kids are my number one fan, and in fact, I had to feature my 4-year-old in my EP as well, in the interlude, just to get him into that understanding of what it is to create music. And I think he's gonna be one for the future to look out for. I think he really likes music. He's passionate about singing.
He's a good dancer too.
He loves
Yeah,
dancing as well.
yeah. Like I know you have your dance offs, and he always wins.
Yeah. So he loves
Oh,
dancing.
like,
So,
oh.
so I mean, they're my number one fan. They're very musical, both of them, my daughter and my son. And I believe as you grow older, they've already been exposed to the creative side of music. And they're around music all the time. They listen to music and they really love it. And the favorite at the moment is Frozen. They like the Elsa and the Annas. So, I mean, I believe as they grow older, they'll be able to relate to my song and obviously, most importantly, create their own music as well. So, yeah, I'm really impressed with the way they deal with music at the moment, which is
That's good. That's good.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. Those great answers. Have an incredible day.
Right,
Thanks
then,
very much. You too. Thanks, Zero. Thank you.
Right then, the next person, he goes by the name of one of the names you have actually. Emmanuel. Emmanuel is name. Yeah.
Emmanuel, yes. Really? That's great.
Hi, how are you?
Hi, Emmanuel. How you doing? You all right?
Yeah. I've got some questions for you.
Yes, sir. Go for
Emmanuel
it.
is ready. Go on then, Emmanuel.
Where do you see your career next 5 years?
Great question. I think I'm just taking it one day at a time. I'm doing music for the first thing first is the passion of it. And obviously I'm hoping to have released a lot of songs in the next 5 years. Nobody knows the future, obviously, but I'm working towards just getting more messages and more music out there. Whatever happens is left to the world. Obviously, because I can't really say, I'll be the biggest superstar in the next 5 years, but I'm working towards it. So I'm taking it one day at a time. I'm sort of focusing on improving myself, improving my craft, getting better vocally, getting better production-wise, working with the right people within the industry, doing a lot of collaboration with a lot of established acts within the industry, and just learning from the best. And obviously, once you do those things, the future is definitely going to be bright. So I have great hopes of the future, and I'm hoping to achieve great things with my music in the future. But I can't really pinpoint where I'm going to be in the future because I can't tell you where I'm going to be tomorrow, even not to mention the next 5 years. But I think I'm on the right track. My debut EP is fantastic for a first EP album for an independent artist. I've done about 270,000 streams across the EP already.
How many streams?
270,000.
Wow, that is incredible.
In the first 12 months. So that's great, and that's why my EP is called Spur Me On. So I'm really motivated to achieve more and to just better myself and improve. Obviously, I know Imrano mentioned my production's quite good, but I still believe there's a lot more to be done, and we're working towards ensuring that the quality is good, the message is right, the music is right, and then obviously in the next 5 years should be great.
Wow, nice answer. Good question.
Thank you.
Right then, now we have our next trainee. Trainee, are you ready? And she goes by the name of YARA. And she's got some firing questions for you. So you've got to answer these very quick.
Right, okay.
Right, she's going to ask you and you go, boom, you got to just bounce back. And there's no one-word answers, but quick answers. Yeah? All right, then. So 5 quick questions. Right then, YARA.
So the first one is, this is a Christmas question. For Christmas, would you like a turkey or nice roast chicken?
A turkey, of course. I'm traditional.
Okay.
This is a boxing question.
You like boxing, don't you?
Absolutely. Number one.
Yes.
Boxing fan.
Boxing question.
Who's going to win today, Canelo or Callum Smith?
Straight answer. So I'll go Callum Smith. Because obviously I have to support my own from the UK.
Yeah. You think it's not a good chance?
My head, if anyone's going to do it, it's going to be Callum Smith, definitely. I think it's such a great chance. I actually think Canelo is beating more than he can chew on this occasion. It's a great pound for pound fighter, but I think Callum Smith has got all the tools. If they can stay focused, if they can keep him at the end of his jab, and they can keep him at a distance, and get his respect early in the rounds, I think he can do this.
There's
definitely.
A big height difference, isn't there? It's like Davis and Goliath.
Absolutely, he's long, and he's a quality operator as well. So I believe he can do it. Canelo is not a pushover. Definitely, we all know that. But I believe Callum is the guy to do it, and it's going to be an upset tonight. I believe.
And Callum is undefeated.
He's undefeated.
So
He's got all the 4 belts. He retired Judge Groves as well. He's a fantastic talent as well. So I mean, he's a great boxer, and I think they've actually chosen the wrong fighter on this occasion. I think Callum will shock them tonight, I believe.
Yeah, we'll look forward to that tonight. Are you staying up for that one?
Definitely.
Yeah, putting an alarm on and waking up.
No, I'm just going to stay up and just watch it all through. I'm going to watch all the undercards.
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yeah, I always watch all undercards of every fight.
Yeah.
So, yes, I don't just go for the big ones. I watch every undercard because people always go for the established acts when it comes to like music, boxing and stuff. But you got to, watch all the upcoming guys as well, and then see their journey before they get to stardom. So I always want to, check the new guys in the business and just follow their journey as well.
Okay, sorry, Yara, because I distracted that question, and that would have been the last one, but I made it into a long one.
Absolutely.
Right,
Apologies, Yara.
The next one is, what's a music instrument that lightens up the mood?
Oh, that's a difficult one. Yeah, I'll go with the guitar.
I know you play a lot of instruments.
Yeah, but I'll go with the guitar because it's just my go-to instrument at the moment, so I'll go with the guitar.
Yeah, and Yara, what instrument do you play?
I play the violin.
Violin's fantastic. We should get a collaboration together.
Yes.
If you don't mind, that'd be nice. We can do some
next time
Insta story kind of thing, and we just do some jamming together. That'd be great.
I was saying next time she can bring her violin in, and you over the internet, over Zoom, can have your guitar out, and then we can try and mix and match something.
Oh yeah, that'd be fantastic, definitely.
Okay, that'll be in the future, coming up soon. Right, on to the next one.
The next question is, what's your favorite winter holiday?
Winter holiday, I don't really do winter holiday to be honest. But if I would do one, I'll probably go skiing. I do skiing definitely, but I don't really do winter holidays because most of the time during the winters we just start at home, cozy, hibernating with the family. So we do mostly summer holidays. But yeah, I mean, if I'm going to do winter holiday, there'll be some skiing, and I think we're planning one for next year.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the last question is, if you could have a fruit tree in your garden, what would it be?
I already have one. I've got 2 fruit trees in my garden, and I have a peach, a pear tree, and an apple tree.
Oh, have you?
Yeah, so I can show you.
Show us your pear tree and apple tree.
They're actually right there. I'm not sure if you can see them. They are, all the leaves are dried away now, obviously, because it's winter, but they do blossom in the spring and summer. Yes, I've got apple and apple tree and a pear tree.
Oh, okay. Well, nice day today, isn't it? It looks nice in London, nice and sunny over there.
It's not the sunny, yeah, but it's quite deceiving because obviously it's really cold outside, but it's sunny.
Right then, now tell us, where can everyone find your album and get your album, or put it into their Spotify? Where can they find it?
You can find my album you can just Google Homebased, for me on. There'll be a lot of stuff coming up on Google, all my articles with magazines and newspapers, and obviously type in Homebased for me on Audiomack, Spotify, Apple, iTunes, Apple Music, Amazon Music, Google, YouTube, all the different platforms. You'll be able to find my songs on there.
Yeah,
but if you just type in Homebased, Instagram is homebased.1. Just type in Homebased and you'll be able to find me as well. I've got all my escapades with my family and all my music and stuff on Instagram. So do follow me, follow the journey. It's an interesting journey. I'm looking forward to achieving great things within this industry of music, and I'm loving the feedback from people and the response from people as well. So that's really great and encouraging as well.
The song that we're going to go to from your album is Lo Josie. Now, before we go, just tell everybody what Lo Josie means.
Lo Josie, it's a very personal song to me. Lo Josie is a Nigerian word, Yoruba word code, which means previously or before. So that's what Lo Josie means. Lo Josie means in the past or before. I've actually got talking about Lo Josie. We've got Lo Josie music video dropping on the 24th of December. So that's actually a very dope one.
Yeah.
So from the 24th, it will be on Vivo, on YouTube. So you guys can go and have a view of that. It's such a nice video with my younger brother who I featured on the song as well. So that's coming Christmas Eve. So look out for that. So Logisy means previously, and the reason I wrote that song, and it's actually the main song of the album because the album's it's titled For Me On. And Logisy is something that talks about the past when people used to say to me, I can't sing, or don't do music, you won't make it, or you can't do this, you can't do that. So, and I just say, you know what, I'm not going to listen to you guys. I'm just going to go ahead and do what I believe I can do. So follow my dreams.
Prove them wrong.
Prove them wrong, basically. Yeah. So that's what Logisy means. And that's where, if you realize in the music, it says, you never thought I was going to get this far. Remember Logisy, which means remember before you said I wasn't going to get this far. You said that I wasn't going to do it. And look at it now. I'm 7 tracks strong, and I'm album strong, and I'm achieving greatness. And it just again message to everyone out there.
Wow.
If anyone's trying to discourage you to do something, just go ahead and do it. Do you know what I mean? Don't listen to the naysayers. Don't listen to people who say you can't achieve anything, you can't do anything great in life. Just go ahead, challenge yourself, take out negativity and spur yourself up and motivate yourself, and you can achieve whatever you want to achieve in life. Hence the reason my album's called Spur Me On, and Logisy is the main track of the album, which means previously, before, or in the past.
Thank you very much for that. And that was brilliant talk. Brilliant answer.
Thank you.
And right now we're going to go into the song because we're finishing this hour now. We're going towards the end of the show. I want to say thank you, Homebased, for joining us today. We wish you all the success in your album. And we'll be playing a few songs here because we've got them on the system. And all the best to you. And we'll speak to you again. And in advance, have a good Christmas.
Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Thanks very much, guys. Thanks for having me on the show. I really appreciate it. Fever FM is home for me now. Thank you, guys. I appreciate the love. Keep streaming my album. Please share it to the people. Put it on your status. Put it in your stories. And I wish you a very wonderful Christmas. And God bless you all.
Thank you.
Cheers. Cheers.